Hold on, where you going? Where you going? Hold on, where you going? Where you going? Baby, stay. Time has changed us so in every way. Beyond our dreams and more, the stars are not aligned. Let's sip it well another million times. Hold on, sun, reflect every side of you and better yet, what you never knew. Let's break a million times. Reflections in the light. Hold on, where you going? Where you going? Hold on, where you going? Where you going? In a life we live many lives, go astray oh so many times. Farewell in the millions, broken hearts in the billions. Always real, no regrets, so the pain will heal. Please accept I was standing still. I wish you happiness, joy, good fortune, boy. Hold on before you go. One thing that you should know, I never meant to hurt you so. I wish you happiness, joy, good fortune, boy. Hold on. Hold
What's up? It's your boy Bear the Beast, and I'm watching NBA 2K TV. Season 5 is on the way to NBA 2K League.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. And that shot should leave no doubt as to where we are tonight. It's the Toyota Center here in downtown Houston, Texas. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. And tonight, we'll see the Houston Rockets as they go up against the Portland Trail Blazers. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Let's see some of the numbers here for Anfernee Simons.
And, guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Kevin, thank you. Now, I saw C.J. McCollum play all 4 of his years at Lehigh. He said the grind and hunger of a mid-major athlete is just different. You have to carry the responsibility of the team and literally the entire program. The tournament is on your shoulders. You get a lot of stuff that can't be taught. Guys, now he's the teacher. I'm just glad he's no longer schooling my beloved AU Eagles.
And David, as most people know, you went to American, so I get it. Class in session. Thanks, DA. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Powell and Covington up at the forward. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Simons in at the 1. And for the Rockets, Porter in the backcourt with Green to his side. Christian Wood is out there with Jayshawn Tate, and it's Gordon in at the 3. Here we are, Clark, at the midway point of the season. Lots of guys banged up. Is it hard to decide for a player when to play through an injury and when to sit?
Yeah, you know, so many factors to consider there, Kevin. I mean, is the injury going to get worse by you trying to play? Is it a matter of pain tolerance and you won't do any additional damage? So that's the delicate dance you're trying to figure out when you're considering playing while not being 100%. The biggest one to me is obviously, is it a long-term impact if you continue to play?
Porter kicks to Gordon. Wood, high post. Shoots over Powell. Wood can't hit. Here's Simons, defended by Gordon. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Gordon. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, when Gordon is healthy, he's extremely effective. I mean, he's a high motor player who strokes it well from deep, actually strokes it well from everywhere.
Houston shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Blazers on offense, and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Houston ball.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. The pass to Green. And here's Porter. 6 to shoot. Here he goes. And finished off by Porter.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Well, we talk about it all the time. Hard work pays off, and Wood works extremely hard to fight for the finish he wanted there.
And, you know, we talk about how Wood has moved around the league. He also attended 3 different high schools. So he's been searching for direction for a long time.
Al Gordon. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, They feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And now Wood is laser focused, putting up all-star numbers over long stretches.
And you look at where he started compared to where he is now. Wood may be one of the most improved players we've ever seen, especially if he continues to ascend from here. I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Blazers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Poke loose, shoots from 12. Offensive rebound, Tate, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
He's got a clear path. Here's Simons. And an incredible double clutch dunk. Wow.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, we know Eric Gordon is a great shooter now, but he is also willing to make the extra pass.
Powell, the pass to Simons. Takes the 13-footer. There's Covington, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
McCollum, and the second chance effort by McCollum. McCollum's got 6 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And Green slams it in.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg, yeah. Showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's Gordon. Portland making their last shot.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back. I understand that. But you should send at least one guy after those.
Green finds Porter. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Powell with it. Now guarded by Porter. Powell against Porter. Here's Simons. And there's the drive. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Takes the 3. And there's Porter on the assist by Green. Porter's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Rockets. McCollum against Green. And the basket by McCollum. That's now 8 points for C.J. McCollum. Here's Green. And he uses the glass on the lane.
Boy, I love Eric Gordon as a combo guard. He's a multi-talented player who can play either guard position.
Trying to the hoop, and he dunks it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Oh!
My goodness.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Green. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Houston making some changes. Daniel Tice comes in for Tate. And it's Matthews in for Gordon. And a switch here also for Portland. Snell's checked in. Outside, Porter. Stolen away. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Porter with the steal. Outside, Green. And it's denied. And he's able to get it back. Trailblazers leading by 10. Here's Snell. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's Simons. Porter pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Here's Brooks. Almost, but it rolls out.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Shot to stop the run. And it's off the back rim, no good.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Christopher. Nurkic with the block.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority.
From the inbound, and Tice finishes inside. Here's McLemore. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by McLemore. Here's Watford, and a strong finish with two hands.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's McLemore. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Daniel Tice. That's his first personal foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Foul.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
That free throw good for McLemore. And McLemore drops them both. Rockets trail by 20. Brooks outside. It's tipped. Şengün plays it up and banks it in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's McLemore. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At the line for the Trailblazers, Ben McLemore. At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. Houston making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And so he hits both. And the Rockets with possession here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Here's McLemore, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
That's his first personal foul.
The Trailblazers have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5
Shooting
in that department.
For Portland, Ben McLemore taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from McLemore.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Boy, I love that attack mentality. Get in there and force the officials to make a call.
Both good from the line that time. Houston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Brooks outside. .149 left here in the first quarter. Off target from three-point range.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Shots good by McLemore.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And again, it's Portland converting.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. And just the kind of execution you want in the first half. But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
At some point, guys, it comes down to pride. Start banging on your chest and get after it from your heart.
That's his
You've got
first
to
personal
at least offer some resistance. You can't just let guys do what they want in there.
The Rockets shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Christopher, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Ellaby. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ellaby's got 6 points.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. And Tice throws it down.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator. Feeling it, no doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Watford. That's his first personal foul.
Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. Here's Snell. Releases. Another shot. And Nurkic lays it in. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the night.
And you got to do more than that to stop Nurkic, using that muscle to just brush past the defender.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break, and they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now in his rookie season, Kevin Porter came off the bench. Now he's in Houston. He's a starter. And he analyzed the change in mentality.
You know, coming off the bench, you kind of have a feel for the game already watching it. And you're starting off. So just got to start fast. And I got to come in ready to play from the jump.
And when Porter gets out to a hot start, Greg, he's shown he's capable of some big nights.
And finding some success with the Rockets, Kevin. Now it's all about consistency and finding ways to win games.
Yusuf Nurkic.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Trailblazers have really been rolling, haven't they?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Daniel Tice. Matthews out there with Martin. Then it's Brooks, and it's Christopher in at the 2. And you look at some of the most unbreakable records in NBA history, Clark. Scott Skiles with 30 assists in one game. Who's going to beat that?
That's a hard one to top. I mean, 30 dimes in one game. I mean, that is just amazing. One, you got to pass it well, and two, you got to have great shooters around you. Westbrook had a game with 24 assists last year, but that's still a far cry from 30. I think that may very well be an untouchable record, Kevin.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. And that's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Here's Nurkic. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 8.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here is Martin. Makes it off the glass.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
A new lineup here for Houston. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. The second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
CJ McCollum. One shot.
Free throw good, McCollum.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Now here's Gordon. It's tipped. Covington with the steal. Here's Snell. The second effort. And it's finished off inside by McCollum. McCollum's got 7 now in this quarter.
And you can see the second chance points now starting to be a major factor.
Well, I tell you what, offensive rebounding is really an important statistic. Maybe undervalued a bit, but those extra possessions really do help.
Houston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Good on the shot. Green's got 6 points.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Covington. Misses off the left iron. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
And the first thing you notice about Green, the next level athleticism, incredible burst off the dribble, and makes smooth adjustments midair.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball after Eric Gordon's miss.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Gordon against Powell. Porter looking it over. And here's Green outside. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. He's got 9. And one can only imagine what Green will be like, Greg, with a little time.
Still refining his shot release, still working on getting others involved. But we haven't seen a two-guard enter the league with this much potential in quite some time.
Here's Wood after the made shot from Norman Powell.
Really a smart look that time by Wood, giving the ball up to his wide-open teammate.
It's Powell with the drive. Basket good. 6 points now in the game for Norman Powell.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
And there's Wood. That's good on the assist by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 assists in the game. Covington with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Here's Watford. He's off on that one. The Rockets go the other way with it. Now, here's Green. 9 points in the game so far. And finished off by Wood.
That's an example of a guy who has really figured out his game. Wood imposing his will at the rim.
Here's Snell. Good. Nice job down low. Snell's got 9.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Shots good by Green.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Porter. He's coming off a 16-point game against San Antonio. 13 feet away. And Houston again with the bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Covington's shot is off. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And Green gets it to go.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Covington into the lane. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Porter, back to Gordon. And some nice passing there by Houston. And finished off by Wood.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 15 over Green. Here's Watford. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. He's got 10.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
McCollum, no good.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
McCollum against Porter. Swiped it away. Here's Covington. From down in the low post, it goes.
Assisted.
Covington's got 8 points.
And it's always terrific when Covington gets going down in the paint. I mean, this guy can score the ball from anywhere on the floor.
Pass to Wood. Tate with the ball. To the inside. Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision
The
excellent.
assist from Jayshawn Tate.
Here's Powell. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the paint. And finished off by Wood.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Here's Snell. It's rebounded by Houston. Wood's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Gordon against Covington. Gordon kicks to Green. Back to Gordon. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Who's coming out of the court? Get loud for your Quad City Dancers! All right, look who's coming out of the court. Get loud for your Quad City Dancers!
Norkic checked in for Portland. And Anfernee Simons comes in for Tony Snell. Trailblazers leading by 22. Here's McCollum. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Porter kicks to Green. Back to Porter. Dishes it to Matthews. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the Rockets score.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Nurkic. It's rebounded by Houston.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
And it's blocked, and he gets it back. There's Porter with the 3. Rebounded by Covington.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
McCollum. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
There's Green with the 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 6 assists now in the game.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Not going to go that time. And it's Houston the other way. Outside Matthews. Back to Porter. And the call will be against Anfernee Simons.
Anfernee Simons.
That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Rockets, K.J. Martin, Josh Christopher, Armani Brooks. Minutes remaining in the first.
Matthews passes to Martin. And finished off by Martin.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Trailblazers leading by 19. Here's Simons. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Here's Şengün. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Right side, Covington. Nurkic trying to get open. Covington with the bucket. That's 10 points for Robert Covington.
Anfernee,
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
And the call will be against Anfernee Simon.
Anfernee Simon.
That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
A different look now for Portland. Ellaby's checked in, and McLemore subbed in for McCollum. 1:04 left in the second quarter. Matthews against Covington. It's Brooks on the wing, and he lobs it up toward the rim and finished off by Martin.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And so it's Houston with it. Portland making their last shot.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Covington stays with it. Covington's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, how about the effort and energy that time by Covington? Just worked his way right to the glass and got the follow-up basket.
Here's Brooks. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
That one good for 2.
Man, I like the guts from Covington there. I mean, definitely getting bodied a little on this shot, but still keeps his focus and gets it to go down.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Portland out in front, running away with this one. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
They played smart. They took their time and limited mistakes. When you value each possession, you eventually will get the shot you want. But when you lose the ball, you have no control over the ball.
And Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
Their effort on the board has been horrendous. That's a good way to get blown out. The only way they can turn this thing around is to start winning the rebounding battle. Win the battle of possession. Otherwise, they're my favorite. Avocado toast.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Trailblazers shooting has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. We've got Robert Covington. He's out there with Brown. And it's Ellaby in at the 3 spot. Here is Porter. Got a piece of it. Here's Simons. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Wood can't hit. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. One area where Wood does a lot of the damage is in the screen game.
Yeah, he's done a really good job understanding how to roll into scoring opportunities. He can pop out and hit the 20-footer as well, and these are the big man skills that teams are looking for in the way the game is played today.
Brown, good.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Houston moving the ball around. And finished off by Wood.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Gordon, and it's good off the back rim and in. Gordon's got 8 points.
Quick release from Gordon. Like seeing him shoot it as soon as he gets it.
There's McLemore. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Down low, here's Ellaby, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
And it's Gordon missing. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now. McLemore, no good. So it's the Rockets now. Green, the pass to Porter. 9 feet out. Shot clock reset for the Rockets. And it's blocked. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. Shoots over Tate. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. McLemore's got 4 this quarter.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Now here's Green. 17 points in the game. 5 to shoot. Here's Porter. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Anfernee Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark. Not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Porter. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Wood. He's got 12. And the wide-open shot from Green. And the 3-ball is good. Green's got 20 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Here's Gordon. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Greg.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Here's Green. The Blazers getting the bucket. Wood with the bucket.
Wood taking good advantage of his size and his height, getting him a look at the hoop right there.
From 13, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working.
Mercy, mercy me.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Now here's Porter. He's got 20. Gordon the pass to Wood. And it's blocked. Here's Simons. Driving to...
Anfernee Simons.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
And so here is Houston. Portland making their last shot. Here's Porter. It's rebounded by McLemore. Trailblazers shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And it's Porter with the ball for Houston. With the drive, and finished off by Porter.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
For three, Gordon, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Here's Ellaby. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Ellaby's got 6 points in the quarter.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Outside, Green. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Daniel Tice is checked in for Wood. Kenyon Martin Jr. comes in for Tate. Matthews, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And Brooks subbed in for Kevin Porter. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Brown. Norman Powell comes in for Robert Covington. Tony Snell's checked in for McLemore. And McCollum subbed in for Anfernee Simons.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And Portland making a change here. Evans checked in. Here's Martin. 8 points for him. Brooks outside. Ball's knocked loose.
Out of bounds.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Rockets ball.
Here's Martin. Rebound collected by Snell. Snell's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Powell with the drive. And the dunk by Powell.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Shooting.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
The free throw drops for Powell. Clark, we know injury prevention is a huge aspect for teams, and it seems like training staffs hold a lot more weight than they did in the past.
I think you're exactly right, Kevin. No doubt about it, and for good reason. I mean, the medical staffs include doctors and trainers and physiotherapists and the like, and they really have enhanced what goes into preparing players for their seasons throughout their careers, and it's become more precise, it's better. Yet there are still going to be injuries, but the treatment and care players get now, I think, is platinum level across the league.
First free throw is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And for Portland, they're shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. And the dunk by Powell.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of greatness in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that poster.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here's Portland. And the dunk by Powell.
Norman Powell.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
It's blocked. And they recover it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Remains Houston ball.
Matthews passes to Tice. Back to Matthews. Hits the three-point bomb.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
The shot by Powell, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Snell. He's got 9. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding.
Martin, the pass to Matthews. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Powell. Lays it up off the glass. Powell's got 9 points now in just the second half.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Ball going up court. And the dunk by Powell.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now here's Brooks. 7 points in the game. Pass to Tice. To the right side. Shot clock at 5.
2 minutes remaining.
Houston with a new 14. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. Tice has got 8 points.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And here's McCollum for 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. The Rocket shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Pass to Brooks. Trying to find Martin. He's got it now. 3-pointer. And it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Martin. Brooks has got 4 points in the quarter.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And team strategy closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Trailblazers making a change here. .129 left in the third. Smith for 3. It's good from long range. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, Smith is both a volume and efficient three-point scorer. I mean, he shoots a lot of them, but he makes a good percentage of them, too.
Matthews. Portland grabs the miss. Smith kicks to Snell. McCollum outside. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. Watford, that's good.
Watford.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Knocked loose, stolen by McCollum. It's McCollum on the wing. The layup off target.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Oh, and here comes Smith, all alone. The finish, and then Smith with the dunk.
Yeah, you got to stay in front of Smith. I mean, when you give him room to run and operate, and he's going to torch you with his speed.
Enzo Brooks will bring it up for the Rockets. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Poked away, stolen by McCollum. And now Portland on the break. Smith's running.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Stolen by McCollum. Over Brooks. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the fourth.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Trailblazers out in front as they wrap up the third quarter on a 15-5 run. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And so it's Houston with it. David Nwaba out there with Daniel Tice. Then it's Brooks, and it's Şengün in at the 5. Roman the paint. It's the 5 for Houston right now.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Christopher, that's good.
Armani Brooks with the dime.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Smith. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brooks with no one around. No good on the 3.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Wasted no time on that one. And here are the Rockets now. Inside. Şengün with the bucket.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Here's Smith. That fall. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
The assist.
11 points for Smith.
Smith very crafty at finding ways to get room for that mid-range shot. He's got an awesome in-between game.
On up the court. And he jams it with authority.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum-level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Here's Brooks after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And some nice passing there by Houston. Takes a 3. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. The Rockets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Back to Brooks. There's the triple. Hits it from 3-point range.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Nice shot by Brooks.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Smith, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there. Clark, you know, road teams accustomed to hostile crowds, but it can go too far. Players have been very vocal, saying, respect the game, and then respect us as human beings as well.
And, Kevin, I couldn't say it any better. It's that simple. It's not complicated. The right to say anything you want doesn't come with the purchase of a ticket. I think human dignity, common courtesy, and respect supersedes whatever feelings you might have about a particular team or player and overrides whatever price you paid for your ticket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass. Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Over Nwaba. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Rockets have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. And Brooks gets it to go.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
The Trailblazers shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Smith. Again, the miss by Smith. And for Houston, they're shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond.
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Boy, this guy has dunk contest winner written all over him. Smith Jr.'s cleverness and creativity, really something special. Not to mention his bounce. This guy gets in the air.
The pass to Christopher. And here's Brooks from outside. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Shoots from the corner. It's rebounded by Houston. Tice has got 4 rebounds in this game.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Christopher, the pass to Brooks. And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now, the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Tate, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Brooks.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Checked in for the Rockets. And Portland with a change here, too. Levin's checked in. On defense, Portland. Here's Augustine. Here's Christopher. It's blocked. They retain possession. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Portland ball.
The Trailblazers shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. He takes it in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Clark, the NBA is supporting those players who use their platform for change. In 2021, the NBA created the new Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Award.
Yeah, that sends a really powerful message because those who have followed the career of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was my idol as I was growing up, know that he not only performed at the highest level between the lines, but he has always been a voice and an activist for social justice, for education, for doing what's right and decent. His career outside of basketball clearly embodies what being about human rights is all about. So that's a really powerful message and one that I'm glad to see the NBA put forth.
He's perfect from the line this time. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fellow there, Augustine, making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
That shot is off. Now Portland takes it the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point.
His third
It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And for the first time in 2021, Clark, we had the full play-in tournament featuring the 7 through 10 seeds. What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports, and this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world, NBA basketball. You had Steph against LeBron and AD. So I think it was a pretty awesome result overall.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And McLemore drops them both. Augustine with it. A floater, and the layup is good. Augustine's got his first points of the game.
And Augustine really sizes up these floaters perfectly. Makes it hard for the defense to get a hand up on time.
Here's Watford. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And here's Augustine. Steps back and fires. Brown feeling it out a bit. Here's Watford. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Yeah, second chance points again. A huge problem for this team.
Boy, they're getting caught spectating. You can't be a watcher out there that letting rebounds slip away. Everybody's got to get in there and fight for the ball. Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Blevins can't hit. Here's Mwaba. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Trailblazers shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Puts one up from 19. McLemore, no good. Rockets shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. And Augustine kicks to Nwaba. It's Martin on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here's Blevins. Trailblazers keep it alive. Here's Brown. No good on the shot. Pass to Augustine. To the inside. And there's Martin. That's good on the assist by Augustine.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And for Portland, they're shooting about 43% here in the 4th quarter. Here's Blevins. They get it again. Here's Brown. Here's Watford. Goes up again. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And finished off by Martin.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
Blevins can't hit. And here are the Rockets now. They're on a 14-4 run. Great open look there.
Damian Martin Jr. with the dive.
And in this era of player empowerment, Clark, do you think star players have ever had more leverage than they do today?
No question they have not. With social media, the platforms players have been able to build, the following the NBA has, not just domestically, but globally, all of that has converged to give players a significant amount of power. And not to discount the fact that players are more aware and educated in so many of the business aspects of the game than I've ever seen them, and that's an encouraging sign from my perspective.
At the line for two.
That free throw, good from Nwaba. And the Rockets making a change here. Tice is checked in. Powell, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Dennis Smith comes in for McLemore. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:32 left in the 4th. That's a 2 from Smith. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Rockets trail by 21.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Portland.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
Still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They lead by 21. There's 49 seconds left in the game. Present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
I don't know if they expected him to have this much of an impact, but the timing couldn't have been better. They dropped 2 straight leading into this one and did not want to lose 3 in a row. Smith on the wing over Augustine. They get it back. Here's Watford. And he gets it back.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard. Gets them another possession and allows them to run even more clock.
It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
.27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Christopher. And some nice passing there by Houston. Just 5 to shoot. Augustine from outside. Powell pulls it in. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.